Previously on New Crits on the Block.
You hear Kerrigan. He just erupts. The flames grow like 10 feet taller as he reaches in and removes his heart slowly. I'll see you in hell. And you see his body start to constrict until he's gone.
I try to grab the front of this rocket and change its trajectory to make it go directly into the side of the mountain.
It's so small that it just looks like a tiny pebble bouncing off a hillside. And you realize that Grax is kneeling on the ground before you and starts to make his way across the battlefield. You are almost at the top of Mount Hoot now. After having a fierce battle with Kerrigan, you now stand in front of Grax as he is standing amongst hundreds of dead bodies. Weapons plunge in the ground all around you. He stands with white eyes, staring at you aimlessly. What do you guys want to do?
He's staring at us aimlessly, like he's looking at us but not looking at us type of a look, or
Yeah, like a 1,000-mile stare kind
Like
of thing.
vacantly, maybe?
Vacantly, yeah.
Okay.
If you remember the last time we saw him, he was following Philippa, but his eyes were like completely whited out.
Uh-huh.
So it was inferred
someone's
that
not
he
home.
had been, it was inferred that he had been dominated or mind controlled.
Oh, you
or,
bet he was
lights-
dominated.
the lights are on, but no one's home.
Hey.
And he's just standing
lusty
there?
goat dragonborn.
He's
Is
being
he-
dominant. Does he have a little ball gag in his mouth?
Yeah, he does.
All right,
Collar?
what the? Hold
He
on.
said
Snout?
dominate.
Where are we going?
Would you
here?
call it a snout with a dragon?
A snout?
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
like a
It's not a muzzle.
No. Is it a snout?
But you could put a
It's
muzzle
a
on him.
snoot. How
Well,
about a
his-
snoot?
A
well,
snoot?
his mouth is like a. It's a.
Yeah. A snout. I would say
So instead
It
of
is
a ball,
snout.
would it be like a football gag?
it's snout.
A fucking
Well, it's got to get
what?
around, and it has to get around the wider mouth, because a ball gag just sits in the front. He would easily be able to talk around that.
They could also be referred to as snappers, apparently.
Snappers.
Okay, well, he's got a snapper.
Mr. Snappers.
Yes. Oh,
You shut your snapper.
He's got a snapper.
Oh, that's
he's
going to
got
be
a
coming
snapper
out.
Gag.
It's pretty good.
That's hard to take serious.
Snapper gag.
Yeah.
Snapper gag.
Shut your snappers.
You shut your little snappers.
So, anywho, I'm gonna like very carefully approach him, just kind of like with my hand out. Like,
If you start walking towards him, Catan grabs you. Sorry, nothing personal.
Don't touch him.
Catan
I would not get
grabs-
near him. He would
grab-
kill you.
no, he
grabs
won't.
your shoulder. As you kind of start to approach him, you see him reach out to his left and pick up one of the spears that is in the ground. And he doesn't pull it out of the ground, but he just wraps his hand around it. And as he does, you see ice starting to form around the spear.
Oh God,
And he continues to just
he's an Iceman
stare
too.
blankly at you all.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't go up there, Boral. I don't think it will end well. Well, I don't know for whom. I'm not saying either way. My point is, I think that will instigate him. I don't think he's here to talk.
Yeah, but he was our ally before.
Well,
I was just
Catan glances
Okay,
at all
fine.
of his
Let's-
dead friends around him.
Okay,
As you
just let me
Philippa
zap him
now.
then. Let's just do that. Is that what we're
Well,
saying?
just-
We're not even gonna like
No,
try
no.
diplomacy here.
Okay, there's somewhere in the middle that we could
And
do
how do you
between
wanna
a zap and a snap.
Then how would you want a diplomat? I was
Maybe
trying to diplomat.
not within melee attack range.
I'm not.
by 35 feet away.
I never am unless I am.
He's got the point there, Catan. He got you.
Jake, do I recognize any of the soldiers nearby? Because you said it was people from my order. I mean, I hadn't been back there in a long time, and I never was that close to them, but like, I did live amongst probably some of these people.
Yeah, you see Gerald, your old bunkmate.
Oh, he was an asshole.
Yeah, he was a dick.
Yeah.
He's got a sword plunged in his throat.
Sword.
Oh, a sword.
He's got a sword.
Not a
sword.
sword.
Wait, he's a swordsman? Oh, okay. This changes everything.
Yeah, he's a
no.
Well, no, because the other Dragonborn was a swaxman.
That's what I'm saying.
man.
They've got the craziest weaponry. We've never seen this sort of style before.
Swordgs and swax.
Swordges and swaxes? Oh my God.
I would
Alright,
love
guys.
to rename swords and axes to that, just to watch people just stumble over their words trying to say them.
It's so hard.
I
can't.
block your
It's our
swords with
world.
my swax.
Yeah, you can recognize like one or two of the dead that kind of are near you. You do notice as you're looking across the battlefield that no one passes where Grax is at. There's not a single dead body that is behind him. All of the dead bodies are out in front.
Listen, when we last saw him, we knew
That's
that
foreboding.
when we last saw him, we knew that something was wrong with him. He was not himself, and clearly Grace Philippa has gotten her claws into him. I knew some of these people, these men and women, were capable combatants, and he seems... Is he injured? I think you said he was kind of cut up, right?
Yeah, he has some cuts across him.
But he's
Uh,
essentially fine.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
as
look
far-
bloodied.
Yeah, as far as like his movements, like when he was standing up and stuff like that, it doesn't seem that he's bothered. It looks more like surface cuts. There doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be any like deep wounds.
And it appears as though the best they've done is scratch him. Ooh. Listen, you guys saw what happened when I went up against him.
Yeah,
He's
well,
not
I mean,
to be trifled with.
That was 4 levels ago.
yeah,
And that's
well,
you. I mean,
that's
honestly,
right.
I think
right.
Yeah,
that was
we have,
easy.
like-
Let's
we're-
send Leaf in.
we're gods, so we have like other special powers we can
Mhm,
use to,
mhm.
probably take him out like in a couple hits, maybe 2 turns max.
Max.
That's about how most battles go.
Not the one you did with him.
Well, it's sort
No,
of
it
was.
lasted about 2 battles.
It was about 2 rounds. It was 1 round him hitting you, 1 round you hitting the floor. Is that how
Oh,
that
yeah.
is?
There-
Well,
Is that
that's
the-
right.
Philippa hit the floor, but
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, right.
Did.
that's kind of
Right,
how all
that's
this started, if you remember.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I made a choice for RP that really spiraled out of control.
Shaped our fates in more ways than one. Yeah, so, I mean, Catan, do you want a shot? Do you want a rematch?
Show him who's boss.
He stops and thinks about that for a second because he obviously still has, like issues. But he pretty quickly waves off that idea. My grievances with him are not our primary concern, and frankly, he is not behaving on his own. If there was some way to break the enchantment over him, perhaps he could be of use to us. At the very least, we wouldn't have to fight him. However, no, I don't want to try to air out any past issues I have with him at this time as he looks up to the mountain as it explodes with lightning and fire and ice and I don't know, a bunch of other elemental shit. Thank you, Jake.
That's the Batman sounds.
Now is not the time for my bullshit.
Well, I don't know if you have a choice in that.
We know that he is magically influenced in some way. I'm not sure if there's something we could do about that.
Maybe there's like a deactivation code, like a string of words that you have to say.
Yeah.
Catan yells out, "Potato salad!"
Train track.
With his left hand, he reaches out and pulls out a sword from the ground.
What the fuck did you guys do?
Oh, we activated him. We activated him.
You
We activated him. We activated him.
No, he's cleaning up.
Corn cob.
Boral, try one.
Macaroni salad?
Why are we just bringing things to a
He puts the
barbecue?
sword down. He sits back down and waves you on.
Yay! Yes, it was the opposite of potato salad, macaroni salad, as we know.
Of course.
How was that the opposite? It's still a cold
A salad.
carb-based salad.
You wouldn't get
Yeah,
it.
but
Okay?
potato salad's a little heavier, on
yes,
a hot day.
yes.
You don't really want
Yeah,
that.
it's
You want a nice
fresh.
cool
You know
mac
what you guys
salad.
didn't say was egg salad. I feel like that's the opposite.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Egg salad.
I think just regular salad.
Fruit salad.
Regular salad would be fruit salad is not. That's just a fruit medley.
It's a salad.
Isn't like a salad a vegetable medley if you think about
Isn't
it?
anything a
Yeah.
medley with more than
Yeah.
one thing in it?
Yeah, I think it's just all.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that
when
you're
people
trying
have
to
had,
deconstruct my argument, and I don't like that.
And I don't like that. Anyways, I could cast feeble mind on him, but that didn't
okay.
work out so great
Yeah,
last time.
maybe-
So I don't know if that might
Maybe-
not be the.
Maybe keep that one in the bag, huh?
I could try to break if it's like a charm or something. I could try to break that, but
The last time you
I have to
casted
touch
Feeble
him.
Mind on a person being controlled by Glaze, all it did.
yes, I know.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
I just said I'm
We all
not going to
just
do
said.
that one, but I
Okay.
I can restore him in a greater sense.
Oh,
But I have to touch him.
oh.
So that's going to be tricky.
That is going to be
Do
tricky.
you have any way to?
Maybe if I just turn into like a little bug and he doesn't notice me and I land on his shoulder.
You're gonna get swatted,
But what if he's scared of bugs?
or he might just eat you. His tongue
Well-
might fly out, and
Yeah, he's like a
He's not
lizard.
a lizard.
He's a
Yeah,
gecko.
Isn't he? Don't they eat
Well,
bugs?
He's
not
a
that kind of
dragonborn.
lizard.
Well, that's
He's a dragon.
okay.
Dragons don't have
That
tongues
is a
like
lizard,
that.
though. I think dragons are or lizards dragons.
Yes.
all right,
It's
stop
not
the
like-
podcast. We got to
Yeah.
discuss this.
No,
Are
they are,
dragons lizards?
There's different
Yes.
kinds of lizard tongues. There's the kind that goes out, and
Right.
then there's the kind that's like a snake tongue that's just a little guy.
I saw a
Right.
I
snake
feel like
yesterday.
all tongues come out of their
Well,
mouth.
of course they do, but they're not with the intent of catching a little bug.
Well, they can
There's
still
like
snap
geckos.
at you though.
We
with
got
a snapper.
geckos. We got chameleons. I think that's it.
Those are the only lizards.
that do that with their tongue.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a silver dragon.
Iguana?
So what do
Don't
those do?
iguanas do that?
What?
Don't iguanas do the little bit? Little blip?
Yeah, they have a little blip. They do a little blade of.
As for people at home, Jake is
That
sticking his
reminds me
tongue
of the
out.
beginning of a
I
song.
think they
What
know
song
what he's
is that?
doing.
They were doing the same thing before you said anything.
Wait,
What is that song?
What song is that?
Oh, you just sound like you're singing under pressure.
Yes, that's
Under
what I was
pressure,
like.
that's it.
Yeah.
The beginning of
Just doing lizard voices.
Maybe that's what. Do you think that was his inspiration for that part? Was iguanas?
They were like, describe what an iguana tongue looks like. And then they were like, oh, it's this.
Oh my god, that'd be a perfect song. Under
Oh,
pressure.
was Freddie Mercury a lizard person?
Probably.
He is.
Oh my god. Oh
Somebody
my god.
just cast Dispel Magic on him.
I don't have that, but I do have greater restoration. But I have to touch him. So if you can distract him, I'll try to land on his back or something.
That should go well.
And before you say anything, I'm gonna wild shape into a bug.
Oh, we could totally try this from a distance.
Just a bug.
Just the
I'm
book,
hardly
hardly
there.
there.
I'm hardly there.
What are you turning into?
And Christy, you don't have Dispel
Turn into
Magic. It's a 3rd level spell.
I don't have Dispel Magic.
I
Wait,
don't
do
think
I?
it's a druid spell.
It's a druid spell.
Oh well, Chrissy's just dumb.
No.
Well, this is what's happening.
I have it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
that's
we
a
know
Boral
that.
thing.
Yeah, but okay. So
I have it,
all I'm
but
saying is that's
it's-
a range spell. Maybe we should try that first.
Well, it's not as narratively satisfying, but all right, if that's what you wish.
It would be really narratively satisfying for you to get killed right now, and then I don't have to listen to your stupid voice. But
I was going to
Sorry,
be a cute
sorry.
little bug.
I'm just under a lot of
Can you even
pressure.
turn into bugs? I don't even think you can turn into insects, can you?
Well, I was just going to find like the smallest little flying thing I could be. And I could turn into a bug. Why can't I turn into a bug?
Because
Well, we all know
Rules?
that the smallest... No, wait, I'm sorry.
I
What
could
was
turn
that?
into a little tiny lizard and then he would think I was just one of him. Like a friend.
one of him.
But we never confirmed that dragons or lizards dragon or
He might
They
find
are.
that really offensive.
We did absolutely confirm that because they are.
I assume that during this time he has not done anything, right, Jake? He continues to
No,
just
of
stare at
course
us
not.
blankly.
Yeah, you can see in front of you that the dead bodies don't start for another like 10 feet.
Okay, I'm going to try to dispel the magic, I guess, even though that's not as fun.
Okay, can you give the audience and me the description?
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay, well, why don't you give me a roll? Because it's definitely not 3rd level or lower.
Okay. So my roll is my ability check.
Yeah, it's a roll
Wisdom.
plus your wisdom modifier.
15?
Total?
Yes.
You
No, I
see-
mean, I'm taking the second one.
He grabs a sword next to him as fire starts to ignite from his chest, wrapping around his arm and going down the blade.
I think maybe it did something worse. I think maybe I activated his fire powers instead.
I mean, it's different.
Are you sure you don't want me to try a bug part now?
I mean, you do whatever you want. I was just trying to keep you from getting killed.
Well, go kill him.
Go kill him. Go kill him.
Again,
Kill him.
we tried that. It didn't go well. He looks more capable.
How are you scared to fight him? You fight everybody else all of the time. You've battled giant titans and abominations and all kinds of creatures that looked impossible to defeat. And this one little dragon guy, you can't raise your sword to?
Because I have fought him. He kicked my ass.
That was a long time ago. You're so much stronger now.
Not
think.
really.
But the power
least-
of friendship.
I'm not afraid of him. I am reasonably cautious of the arguably greatest warrior who's ever lived being dominated by our enemy, who I have lost to in the past before. However, if we cannot break the enchantment on him, then yes, I guess we'll have to fight him.
Well,
And
someone
I
else
will
can
say goodbye
try.
to most of my HP.
What if I...
All right, so hold on. So okay then, Catan, what are you suggesting we do?
Yeah, what's the plan then?
Well, I was hoping we could break the enchantment on him. But
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
Bor will
exactly.
try.
All right, and if we can't?
Then we might have to kill him. Or at least
Okay.
incapacitate him.
Right.
Well,
I could turn him into a bug.
How long does that last?
How long does polymorph last? An hour, probably? Yeah, an hour, unless someone hits me.
Well, that's highly likely.
Well,
Um,
protect me then.
Okay, my concern is that when we get to Glace and something hits you, and then suddenly we are pincered by two enemies at the same time.
Okay, well, someone else try to dispel the curse then. I don't know what to do. Moral, can you do it?
I mean, I can try.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't know what to use here.
Dispel magic.
You
Unless
are
you
a
have
level 20
some
wizard.
Unless you have
Only
other
you
wizard
can answer
spells.
that question.
I just blow shit up. Leave me alone. You want me to blow them up? I can do that.
Yeah.
We do want you to do that.
We
don't
might have
mind if
to.
why don't we just blow him up? I don't understand. Why are we
I don't know why
tiptoeing
we're
around
not just
this?
blowing him. He doesn't want to fight him. He's scared. He's a scared little chicken boy.
You
Well,
are
because
scared as a chicken
he's-
boy.
Because he's not
That's Grax, by
himself.
the
He
way.
would not, regular Grax would not attack us. I guess that's my hang up.
We don't
but
know that because
we-
Philippa got to him.
Well, my question is, do we care about regular Grex?
Yeah, he was kind of a jerk, right?
Do we care about him? Why are we trying to protect him?
He's still
Catan, I'm surprised you are trying to protect him.
he's still an innocent bystander. That was just, he is under the influence of Philippa's spell. So,
Of weed.
Well, anybody who gets under the influence of someone else's spell is a big stupid idiot and dumb and shouldn't be.
Yeah,
it doesn't
totally,
matter.
right?
It's not an
They
excuse.
should be killed
They should be killed immediately.
immediately. Wipe them off the face
Totally.
of the earth.
My concern is, yes, we probably shouldn't murder people who don't deserve to be murdered, although I do kind of want to murder him because he sort of
Also,
deserves to be
a
murdered.
little late for that.
But
Mm.
my greater concern is that if we fight him, we will not walk away unscathed. In fact, we might not walk away at all. And then we still have to go and take care of Philippa, who is probably going to be even more difficult. I'm trying to conserve what little stamina, spells, HP, I have left. And let me tell you something, you're not going to be the one who has to go toe-to-toe with him. It's going to have to be me.
I don't know if you heard me, but I yawned during that
I
whole
didn't.
thing.
I didn't
All
hear
right,
it.
well, everyone's going to take a few steps back and find some place that looks even remotely comfortable and just lie down.
There
and
is
be like,
one dead body outside of the 10-foot range.
All right, well, you all tell me what it is we are to do. I will just be back here resting my eyes.
Should I cast Feeble Mind then, or
okay, wait. Okay. I will try Dispel Magic. I'm going to cast just regular 3rd level Dispel Magic.
Give me that roll, baby.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Roll. Okay, one moment, please.
Hmm.
One moment,
It's
please.
loading.
What'd you roll?
See, the battery's trying to figure out if he has any luck points left.
Interesting.
So I'm
Interesting
gonna
you would
use
say something like that.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
I love the idea of Oral sitting here,
Yeah.
rubbing his goatee after he casts his spell, going,
So
Interesting.
interesting. And me like, that's a new one.
sorry, I'm gonna like, put my hands together like I'm casting a spell and it's kind of like dissipates. Like, oh, sorry, that usually doesn't happen. And I'm gonna try again. God damn it. Oh
boy.
He put his hands on his head.
18 total.
You do not feel anything happen.
Yeah.
God damn it. Catan pulls out his sword.
Well, I
I
tried.
can still try turning him into a bug.
So is it go time or what?
He's like so far away.
He's so
Yes,
far
it's go
back
time.
there.
Leaf, my only concern is if you turn him into a bug, when you inevitably get hit, he will unbug.
So not go time. All right.
Well, but he'll be a bug for until the time that I get hit.
And then we have 2 enemies to fight at the same time.
Okay, I'll turn him into a bug, and then I'll also turn into a bug, and we'll both
Hey,
hide under a
guys.
rock.
If you
Hey,
turn him
guys.
into a bug and then walk away with him, that might solve the problem.
Hey,
But you'd have to
guys.
leave.
Hey, guys.
What?
Is there any shade over there by you?
Shade?
There's no shade
no
anywhere.
shade.
Nothing lives here.
Nothing?
It
I
just-
don't know. Is there plant life on this mountain, or is it all been burned up?
It's been burned up. It's singed.
I could make you a little sunshade out of dead bodies.
Can't you summon like a treant or something for shade?
I could, but that's work.
Or the
Yeah.
hag. You could summon your hag and have her
Your
hold, like,
hag with a
leaf
little
over you.
umbrella.
Yeah.
No.
No.
She's not a slave.
Maybe she wants to do it as like a friend.
That was kind of insensitive, Leaf.
I didn't say that. The other guy in the sky did.
What guy?
yes.
God.
Catan looks directly at the sun.
All right, let me know when it's go time then.
Is it go time now?
I'm going to be looking around for shade, so just give me a holler.
Catan looks at Grax. Grax, is it capable that... Can we save you? Can we avoid this fight completely?
Oh, you mean we could have just asked him? Fuck.
Oh.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think we can do this.
I guess we're fighting.
Something tells me the DM isn't going to allow this to happen, even if we nat 20 a spell
No,
save.
I mean, you guys just rolled bad. That's not my fault.
I cast fairy fire on him
I rolled
to
so
start this off.
Catan, I guess he already said he pulled out a sword.
Okay, so are you guys doing anything?
Yes.
Leaf just said she cast fairy fire on him.
I cast fairy fire on him.
Okay,
He is ferried.
What does fairy fire do again?
It lights him up.
He's lit up.
Any creature has. Oh, he has to make a dex save first. That seems annoying. Make a dex save, and then if he fails it, he will have advantage against attacks. And he can't be made invisible.
You have advantage against him.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you guys roll initiative? Are you guys
Yep.
calling to Awen? Because Awen's not there. He's still looking for shit.
Did he fail?
Catan,
it's a roll. Sorry.
Catan says,
That's
okay, yeah, it's go time. He's being targeted with a spell that makes him either blue, green, or violet.
It's wisdom,
Dex.
dex,
Mm-hmm.
All right, be there in a second.
14.
I found some shade.
He fails.
Okay.
Okay, hit the purple thing over there. As
Purple.
I cast fairy
Got it.
fire on him.
Okay. Why don't you guys go ahead and roll initiative?
Okay.
Awen rolled an 18 plus 10 for a 28 total.
That freaking alert, man.
Well, it's his usual
Always
thing
fun.
where he's acting aloof, but really he's dialed into the situation.
I know what's going
Mhm.
on.
Catan rolled a 15, which is really good for him. And
Yeah, it's not
probably
bad.
still not that great.
Boral got an 18.
Oh, okay.
Yep, still last so far.
And Leaf got a big ol' 7.
Not last.
Yay!
baby.
I'm not last.
Yay. I'll go stay in the shade actually instead. I did my job.
You go first. What would you like to do, my friend?
I assume that's me.
Awen?
Yeah. Did you say Awen? You just said you go first.
I said
He said Awen.
Oh,
I
didn't
thought
hear the
I
Awen
thought I
part.
heard him say Leland, but
Oh,
sure.
okay. So Jake, Grax is holding. Does his sword look magical as well, or just he looks magical?
The fire kind of leaves his body and the ice left his body. Like it went from like his torso across his arms and into the weapons. So his left hand has fire and his right hand has ice
They
spear, fire
did.
sword.
Okay, they did go into the weapon.
So
Okay,
he's fire and ice right now?
Yeah.
Got it.
Fire and ice.
A song, would someone say.
Oh, very nice. Yes. Oh, that doesn't really help what I was going to do then. I am okay. I don't like this guy at all. And mainly because it was one of the first times I've like really stood up for Catan when we met him.
Like the only time, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm coming in hot on this one. This is something anyone doesn't do often. I'm gonna wind up. Right off the rip. Awen is winding up.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Yeah. So,
So-
you wind up as
All of a sudden, yeah, you feel this sonic boom of air as I fly past all of you. As I go, I've got it. Again in my really cool wind voice. And I fly up as high as I can, Jake.
And there he goes.
And I rain down shots from on high. Okay.
Oh, you've done it now. You've made it
and
windy.
don't, is it melee attacks or all attacks?
It is-
for the fairy fire.
Oh.
For advantage.
Christy.
It says any
Should be
attack
all
roll.
attacks.
Any attack.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So don't forget you have advantage on your attacks as well.
I do. So I'm going to shoot him twice.
With Hunter's Mark,
And-
obviously, right?
Well, no, because that's a bonus action. So
Oh, you're right.
I
you're
can't.
right.
Not for this round. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be
To be
I was
fair.
I was about I was
fair.
ready to see if you were gonna say
First
it. I was
attack.
like,
Nice. So with advantage. Okay. Second attack with advantage. Come on, 20. No. Okay. So 2 28s to hit.
That'll hit.
I get an extra, just a D10 of force damage. Okay, that's not that great, I guess, but that's okay. And then we'll add 12 to this. Please be good rolls. Oh, not bad. Okay, for 30 damage total.
Okay.
Not great. I rolled a lot of 3s.
So you summon your wind powers as the wind just bursts around you and you just take off into the sky as you abruptly stop, pulling out Skyrender and just raining down shots on top of him as they kind of stab into him as they kind of like dissipate into his body. But the impact of it kind of like shoves him back on both of the shots as this force damage kind of erupts, as you can see like air kind of like off the chest. Boral, it is your turn. One thing I want to say is when Christy said lit up, Brian, you'll appreciate this. All I can think of is suits now. Literally can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
I'm on season
God
6
damn it,
now.
Jake.
Hell yeah.
Stop encouraging him. Ugh.
You guys just have no
I just got to the season.
Don't even finish that sentence.
have
Don't.
no taste. Everyone loves that show
Yes.
except for you guys. You guys are so cool.
Haven't seen it.
I've listened
You don't
to
count.
it be played in the background, and I could not roll my eyes harder at the dialogue. It was.
Haven't seen it. Don't get the reference.
You can
only
like
person-
trash TV. That's okay, but it is trash TV.
It's not.
It's
Okay.
not. The only person that is trash in that show is Mike Ross, and that's it. Everyone else is all good. Mike
You know
Ross
who?
sucks.
There is no trash characters at all. Succession. So there's no there. You don't need to have trash if you just cast it well and
It is
have good
cast well.
dialogue.
You just don't.
Uh-huh.
I
you
think
just
he
don't
means trash and the character is like a piece
Oh.
of shit. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
the
I see.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah. Not like the
Okay.
acting
Well-
chops.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, still,
yeah. Maybe if you were smart.
If you had,
I
like,
am
braids.
smart.
If you watch Suits, wore a suit.
Yeah.
You don't get it because you don't wear suits.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
that must be
you're a
it.
dummy.
Grax, do you
Never.
watch Suits?
Definitely.
He watched Suits.
Oh, well, we certainly got to kill him then.
All
You
the
watch
best
us.
warriors watch Suits.
Snoots.
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 Snap.
It's just the
Yeah, it's
Dragonborn
the Dragon
version
version.
of Suits.
I'd watch it.
Of course you would.
100%. 100% I'd watch that
It
shit.
got a 37 on IMDb. You're like, I love this.
Actually, Suits
a
has
lot
like
of
an
Adam
8.5, so you just don't know what you're fucking missing.
So does Big Bang Theory.
No, it doesn't. There's no way it does.
What does it have?
I'm looking at it
Big
up.
Bang. Big Bang probably has like a 9.9 or something.
Yeah, everyone
Look it
loves
up.
Big
Look it
Bang.
up.
It's
Quick,
funny
guys.
for a little bit. It's not a great show, but it's got
Big
its
Bang has an
troubles.
8.1 on IMDb, 81 on Rotten
Exactly.
Tomatoes, and a 4.7 on Google Review.
Exactly.
4.7 out of 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
I
out
will,
of
say, I
100.
will say that there is the occasional nerd joke on Big Bang that's actually kind of funny.
No.
No.
How dare
They're
you?
pandering. They pander.
There's an
They pander to
occasional one that's
non-nerds.
clever, but other than that, no, it's usually pretty.
It's to make normies feel nerdy.
I was
Yeah.
about to say it's kind of
Normies
pedantic
feel
and
nerdy.
and a little bit plebeian, but yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I've chuckled a few times at it.
Ugh.
I think.
Well, I
Young
think what happens is I
Sheldon's
chuckle
honestly
and then I
better.
realize
Well,
that
yeah,
it's
because you
not
watch
that
Suits,
clever,
so it makes sense.
and then I'm like, eh. So that killed
Leaf
Grax,
dies.
right? He's
I
dead.
got
So
him.
he's dead?
Did I
Okay.
get him?
It's Boral's turn. No, you did not
what?
kill Grax. Boral, it
Does
is your
Brian
turn.
have something or does Boral have something?
Both.
So I feel like Brian
But
has something.
Brian first. Rotten Tomatoes gave Suits a 91%, and it gave Big Bang Theory 81. So Suits still better because it's a good show.
Because we
and
know we
suck
can
it.
trust the reviews of the general public.
Well, we can take
on
an
the
average
internet.
of different things. And
Yeah, you gotta look at a few things,
Solution. Yeah.
It is
So-
loved. I agree, but so is The Bachelor. That doesn't make it good.
I think that's the point. I kind of agree. I hate to say this. I agree with Christy. You
Yay!
can't take
Whoa!
The general public-
Stop the podcast!
Stop the podcast.
Whoa!
We have a John Wick emergency.
We have a
Christy's validated.
we have.
Ben,
you can't
I
take
can't wait
the general
to tell my
public's-
therapist later.
Ben, I usually let you rock, Ben, but just shut the fuck up, please. Just shut the fuck up.
I'm going to be insufferable
I've
now.
also never seen
God.
Suits, Ben,
Oh,
so
boy.
you can't.
Somebody
shut up.
mute your
Ben
mic.
thinks I'm right.
Be done.
Ben
It's
thinks
not-
I'm
it's
right.
Jake,
All reality TV shows sucks.
Jake, sorry. Brian, quick, unplug your iPad from your computer.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It'll
makes the
shut
whole
down
thing
her
crash.
computer.
Oh,
Well, they're not in
We'll
the same
do
room
it.
anymore.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we're not in the same room.
He can't affect me anymore.
Okay. So the other me, the
Your
figurative
true
me,
self, some could say.
Borel is going to flame on because I'm jealous that Eowyn winded up and I want to be cool too. And I am going to cast Scorching Ray at a 4th level.
Are you also flying up?
Yes, I will also be up in the air.
Can't reach us up here, fool. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's Middle Break. It is I, your favorite player, Matt. This episode is coming out on Memorial Day, so if you observe, happy Memorial Day to you all out there. I know a lot of y'all are enjoying your holiday weekend or your holiday day today, so let's get into it and get you right back into the episode, huh? There are a few ways you can help us grow our podcast, which I know you want to do because you want us to reach great heights, such great heights. Come down now, right? Postal Service, anybody? Hey, remember a second ago when I said let's make this quick and get right back into it? Whoopsie doodles. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use, go to that podcatcher, hit the subscribe button, hit that 5-star review button, and leave a little written review, a small synopsis, so that other people who might come across our podcast might think that they would enjoy it too. Also, be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We are constantly posting content to those sites. The best way you can help us there is repost it. That's the best thing you can really do. Maybe tag some people in it who you think might like it. But if there's a clip you really like or something we post you really enjoy, just post it. Give us a tag. Help us grow. We're only growing through word of mouth right now. So all those little things, I promise you, do add up to it's so meaningful for us. One of the ways we like to give back to you all for being so amazing is we have a Discord. Yes, it is a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. You can go in there, talk about the show, talk to the fans, talk to the cast. But if you just want to come in and just chill, that's cool too. It is a safe, inclusive space for one and all to join. We have an amazing family that we have built up over the last few years. And if you're not a part of it now, well, what the heck are you waiting for? And you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to help you do all these things, but how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/newcrits on the block will get you to all the places that I mentioned, and some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/newcrits on the block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you again for listening. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday, even holiday Mondays like today, and that ain't stopping anytime soon. So let's get you back into this one. Thank you again so much for listening. Hope you're all enjoying the wonderful holiday weekend. We will see you next Monday. Until then, be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. We love you all. Bye-bye.
I get 5 attacks here with this thing. 5 goes.
And sorry, what would you say you were using? Scorching
Ray, yeah. So that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And a 30. That hits.
Yeah, that one actually it's too high.
And then a 27.
It's so
that
good
hits.
it goes through him.
And of course I'm rolling great now. And then another 30. Yep, that fucking hits him. And then goddamn, look at me go. 26. All right. Well, that's 5 of them. So that's 10 D6 plus 5. That's 15 D6 because I get an extra D6 per thing for my powers. 53 damage.
53 damage? Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be...
It didn't roll great, but yeah.
So you flame on as fire erupts around you. Again, your tattoo on your right hand ignites in flames. It's like a sprout. As fire shoots out your right shoulder. and then you, just as Awen did, shoot off into the air with a flame trail behind you. And then you fly up to the top and just rain down these rays of fire as it just ignites the ground around him. As you see these fire spells hit him, you see some of it getting absorbed into his body. And just so you know, he is resistant to fire.
And probably ice too.
He is going to take a legendary action before his turn.
Oh, no.
He normally goes next.
Great.
Rude.
You see him lift up the spear and the sword as he's spinning the spear over his head with one hand as he takes it and swipes across in like a horizontal slash. And as he does that, a wave of ice goes across the plateau, flying towards Catan and I guess Leaf are at the only people on the ground at this point.
That's a good move, guys. Get up in the air. We know he can only attack at close range.
Can
he
I
sucks.
have a dexterity saving throw from Leaf and
No.
Catan? Okay, well, then
I'm
you die.
going to stand up for myself. No.
Catan fails. He rolls a 12.
Well, it makes sense because in order to hit both of you, he has to kind of shoot for your legs. And we all know paladins can't jump that high.
I got mad hops. What are you talking about?
Leaf got
Make an
a
acrobatic
14.
Okay, so we both, great. Is that a 14 plus 4?
Oh, no. Then it would be an 18.
Okay, so
At
Leaf
least it
takes.
fails.
Nuh-uh.
What did you roll?
18
Catan?
then?
18. Catan rolls what?
12.
12. Okay, so Catan fails. Leaf does pass.
Nice.
Bionic jump way high. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You still take half damage. So you kind of try to lean underneath it, but since it's like this icy wave that's going by, a few of the icicles kind of like hit you as you duck
Get me.
underneath it. Yeah. So let me roll damage for this. That is 35 points of damage total. So Leaf, you would take half of that for, was that 15 plus
You said 35? 17.
18, 17?
17
we
because
round
you
down,
always
yes.
round down.
Okay, so Leaf, you
Okay.
take 17. Catan, you take 35 points. That is ice damage, in case that wasn't apparent.
Yes.
Or water damage, or whatever we fucking decided that was. Whatever element works in this scenario. That was his legendary action. And then it is his turn. You see him like slide one leg behind him as he puts the spear and the sword kind of to his side, and you can see the ground underneath him like start to give way and like crack underneath the weight of him as he bends down, and you see like almost an after image of him as he starts to run across the plateau towards you, Naruto style, with his arms behind his back with the sword and spear.
That means he's going really fast.
That means he's going super fast.
Yeah. Well, the ground cracking as he takes off is an indication that you're about to go crazy fast.
Anyone that watches anime knows.
Yep.
Obvious indication. If you're not running fast, your arms are obviously not behind you.
That was a weird way to say that. That was an interesting way to
Don't worry
frame
about it.
that sentence.
It doesn't have to make any sense. It's Jake's storytelling.
Yeah, fair enough.
True.
He is going to attack you, Catan, twice. One with the spear and one with the sword. 25 to hit.
Catan will use a shield as a reaction.
Okay. So he runs at you. The first attack, you kind of sidestep a little bit as he slams the spear into the ground where you were standing. Ice and rock debris spread out around you and he rips the spear out as he goes for a horizontal strike towards your chest. As you go to block it with your shield, and the impact starts to like cut the shield a little bit as you call upon your divine power to push the sword back off of your shield, and you're able to kind of make the sword glance off of the shield.
I used my warlock spell slot to do that, so I don't know how divine it was, but okay.
It's super nasty and gross. I don't know, what are the eldritch powers? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Asmodeus coming from, so I don't know how you want to describe that. But either way,
your shield starts to throb as it pushes to the side.
Oh,
I don't know.
My.
Oh my. And that's his action. Yeah, that is his turn. Catan, you are next. What would you like to do? That was a little anticlimactic with him missing both times, but that's fine.
well,
Seems pretty
he forced
exciting
me
to
to use a spell slot, so I mean, otherwise I'm sure he would have done some absurd amount of non-mathematically possible damage to me. Well,
It's
thank
mathematically
God
possible. There's just dice.
he still has fairy fire.
Yeah.
Christy, can you roll a concentration check?
Oh, fuck. Damn it, Ben. No, but I saved.
You
No, you
still
didn't
have to roll.
Even if I take damage?
yeah, 'cause
yeah,
took
you guys got to
15.
roll half of 18 or 17.
No.
I said half of
15. It's 10 or half the damage. She
Right.
did
So 10. It'll
17.
be 10.
Yeah, so yeah, you just did roll higher than a 10 on a con save.
12.
Awesome.
No, actually
Jesus.
14 because +2, but
Nice.
All right.
take that.
Ooh, I wonder, do you get my
Bonus
aura to your
that.
con save?
Well, it's not necessarily it's a concentration check, but it's
Right.
the same
Is it a
stat
saving throw? We'll figure it out
It's
later.
not a saving.
I'll look it up
It is
later
a saving
because it doesn't
throw.
matter.
It's not
It doesn't
no, it's
matter
not a saving
now.
throw. No, you're right. It actually would just be a constitution check.
I'll check it later. Okay, well, in that case, I don't have to use my vow on him because he already has
Advantage.
because I already have advantage. So instead, I will use my Hexblade's Curse. So as a bonus action, I get +6 damage to every attack, and I crit on 19 to 20s. And I have advantage. So first attack on my best friend Grax. Let me tell
Best
you about
of friends.
best friend. 17 plus, and then that's what it's a 29. And the next one is 18 plus. God, so close. So 2 hits, neither crits. And so for both those hits, God, I'm getting low on spells here. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 level 2s. 86. So I rolled a 62. A lot of 8s in there. Nice. Plus 24. So 86 damage.
Yeah, so after Grax missed both his attacks and you push his sword to the side, you take your soulwood sword and just jab it straight into
As I thrust it into him, I say, Grax, I don't want to do this. I kind of do, but
you
Ew.
go to stab him in his stomach. As you do, you like pierce through like his armor and start to get it in, but your sword gets like stuck for just a moment as it only gets like a few inches into his stomach, and then you pull the sword back out and try to go and slash him. As again, you can only feel like the surface of his like scales getting cut and like just barely feeling like your sword cutting through flesh as you do your second strike.
I've stabbed a lot of things. Do I feel like I'm hitting something hard, or is it more like there's just like a resistance?
You feel like after you're going through like your like first layer of skin, you're hitting something hard.
Huh. You have been working out.
Leaf, it is your turn.
Me.
What would you like to do? Grax is right in front of you. So just be wary of getting out of his range because
Yes.
with his spear, he has a 10-foot reach.
Yes. I am going to say, Barkman, vine out. And I'm going to turn into my big vine tree mech suit. And it's painful and gross. And I'm now in my little suit. And I'm going to, I don't know how, I guess there's like some defensive stuff. I don't know if that's an actual spell I have to cast as like is that an action to
What is it?
do one of my things? My flower bed. That's my defensive thing.
Yeah.
That's an action? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate my flower bed. So it's going to just roll out like a red carpet, but instead of the carpet, it's a bunch of flowers. And in a 30-foot radius around me, it's just going to be like, plep. So that Ben is in my little flower thing. And that is going to give him, I can choose one person to have the vines protect, and they give a bonus +3 AC to.
Oh God, I'm fucking an idiot. Yeah. Okay.
So,
that is what it does. That's what I said.
So I guess I'm like behind him, but giving him like vine shield.
Yeah.
in
Yeah. The
the
vines
way,
are
or-
like wrapping up his leg and starting.
So
to
I give him like little
cover
vine
his
armor. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
You've never done this before. This is really weird.
It is. I don't know if, does it hurt you? I'm sorry. I hope I don't crush you.
Yes, you do.
No. Well, not right now. Maybe later.
Okay. Yeah. So, Leaf, you vine up as these roots and vines rip out of the ground and start to like lift you off of the ground and slowly start to overtake you as you turn into this like large vine creature as you're inside of it with like a little peephole for your eyes. And you take a few steps back, keeping Catan within 30 feet of yourself as you kind of put your hands out as this red carpet of flowers rolls out.
A green carpet, I guess. So yeah, green.
A green carpet of flowers rolls out around you in 30 feet. And as it does, vines and flowers start to wrap around Catan's ankles and start to grow up his armor as it starts to like seep into his like the crevices of his armor, and like little flowers start to like pop out around him.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And
I'm
then,
handsome, not pretty.
We are gonna do another legendary action.
Great.
Grax is going to take the fire sword and plunge it into the ground around him. As you see fire starting to erupt around Grax himself. As the fire goes higher, it rapidly goes back down and starts to wrap around Grax, giving him a fire aura. Pretty much anyone within 10 feet of Grax will be taking fire damage at the start of their turn. We go down to the layer action. Grax takes both. His sword's already plunged into the ground. He then takes his spear and jams the spear into the ground as ice starts to freeze all of the area around it. Luckily, these flowers are kind of keeping some of the ice at bay, just around that 30-foot zone around Leaf. But the rest of the landscape turns into ice, and you start to see these little like stalagmites coming out of the ground around him as he lets go of the sword and the spear. He puts his hands up as you start to see these stalagmites start to launch out of the ground. Can I have everyone make a dexterity saving throw as these things fly towards everybody?
I think just Christy and I, right? Because both Brian and Matt's characters are in the sky.
Yeah, they're launching out.
Oh, they're shooting out of the ground and shooting towards
like,
people.
Yeah.
Matt's laughing. Matt, what'd you roll?
Awen rolled. Oh, Christy.
Uh-huh.
Matt. Awen rolled a 29 total, 18 plus 11.
So you take no damage because of your
Correct. I do a barrel roll right
There
out of
it
the
is.
way.
I was about to say, Matt, you want to say it? Nah, I don't have to tell you.
And as I do it, I'll actually look over to Boral and say, "Do a barrel roll." Because again, my voice is very cool and windy and awesome.
Right.
Or
Catan
should it be
fails.
a boral roll?
Oh. Well,
that's on your turn.
What did you roll?
His face.
You want to see a boral roll? Because I boral rolled a 10.
I love order.
Oh boy.
Oh, total?
Oh, no.
total. Yeah.
That's why it didn't work.
I can do that too.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Right into one.
Yeah, right. Just right in the face.
Gets hit by 3
Yeah.
instead.
Catan, what'd you get?
Well, I forgot whether or not I rolled a 6 or a 9, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll just say it's a 9 because that's still only a 12.
And then Leaf?
So I got a 2 plus.
Yeah,
1.
you fail. Okay.
So I got a 3
Plus 4.
plus 4.
Yeah, no, you fail.
Does my big mech suit give me any bonuses of any sort?
I think it gave you bonuses to AC, but not much else. I think it gives you a bonus to 18 for your AC, but that's about it. Not your dexterity. Surprisingly
Cool.
enough, becoming a giant vine mech suit does not make you more dexterous. Okay, so let me roll for damage. That is 30 points of ice damage for those that failed. Pretty much everyone but Matt. Matt, you do not take damage as you barrel roll out of the way. Boral, you go to barrel roll out of the way of one of these, and you dodge one right into the pathway of another one as you just get hit with one of these ice missiles. Catan, you've kind of just, you go to put your shield up, but you time it wrong to where you try to punch the side of it almost, and it just hits you right in the torso. Leaf, you just take the full. You try to like dodge it, but you're unused, not used to being a large creature like this. So you kind of like move a few inches, thinking that that's enough, and it just hits you, like just takes out some of the vines as they start to kind of grow.
What if I take a reaction and I absorb that element?
Sure.
Do I do that?
And what is that? I can't remember exactly. Can you tell me what absorb elements is?
I have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you're hit with a melee attack on your next turn, that target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type.
Okay, so you take 15 points of damage instead of 30.
Okay, that's much better.
As Catan is hit in the torso, he says, "Oh no, my weak spot, my body."
You, after these stalagmites go flying at you guys, Catan, you see Grax's mouth open, and you hear a voice, but not his own. And while the voice is speaking, his mouth does not move. You're all finally here. As you hear Philippa's voice emit from Grax. I see you've met my pet.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't say it like that. I gotta be rude.
You kind of did.
Yeah, kind of did.
Alrighty.
Let's fight each other
Oh,
instead.
fuck yeah.
I'm getting kind of low on spells, but I think I can still take you.
I got all
She's a
my
polymorph.
big boys still, so you better watch out.
Okay,
Yeah, but if you actually try to target me, it might be the one time you miss.
I know, right?